Colleagues, don't hesitate. You can unmute. You ask a question. Maybe I can ask some questions just to activate the discussion. At this stage, if you remember what you discussed, I was not there, so I don't really have the elements or the aspect or the point of conclusion when you discuss about this community of practice. In your own opinion and experience, do you find this community of practice something that may play a role within the curriculum cycle in Zambia, of course, including all the relevant matters that are connected to it, including development of learning materials, integration of technology, and you are aware there is something very big that is disturbing everyone. This is artificial intelligence. It is becoming a talk of the day in educational cycles. We are really going to focus on it also together. What are the dangers and what are the opportunities? Because the opportunities are enormous. I found a way to develop videos using artificial intelligence, and the videos to do what I want to present to my students. At my university, my students are the teaching staff because I train them on curriculum. We have a professional development department. So developing a video teaching a certain skill is not easy. Yeah, an artificial intelligence can help you. What you do, you provide the content. And the artificial intelligence builds a video for you. You may not be happy with the images it's providing, so you can create your own. So I have started doing that. So we'll get an opportunity to show you how you can do it as well when you will start developing some kind of resources to help curriculum implementers to learn how to implement it fully, because we know there is an issue that side. Okay, colleagues, now, so in your own context in Zambia, how do you find really a community of practice to be useful in your own context? Just, I'm opening that debate. Feel free, you can raise the hand if you want, or you can just pop in, it's fine, without raising the hand. But if you raise the hand, it will be okay. To raise the hand, you can see there is on top there is a small icon. If you like, if I click on it, you will see the hand will be raised next to me. So I can see Jack Shisala. Jack, the floor is yours. You can unmute. Okay, Jack, we are listening. I can't hear Chisala. Colleagues, can you hear Chisala? Me, I don't hear him.
He's muted.
No, he was not. Now he's unmuted, but we don't hear him. Jack, I think your microphone, I don't know. We can't hear you. But Jack, what you can do, just type the question in the chat. Let's hope you will be able to type the question. and we can take it from there. We can't hear you for now. Yeah, any other consideration, colleagues? A comment or somebody who can answer to my question? Okay, we have Priska. Priska, the floor is yours.
Good morning, Maurice, and good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
For me, it's not an answer. Probably it's an answer with a question in mind. I was listening to you when you were presenting on the community of practice stages, what you go through during the process. Now, while I was listening, I was thinking, there's this aspect of syllabus development which is taking place now in our country. Yes. Now, after this development of the syllabuses, teachers have to be oriented. And there are 10 provinces in our country. So there's need of the curriculum experts to go around the country to orient the teachers on the competence-based curriculum. And coming along with the competence-based curriculum, there are a number of new things which haven't been practiced or implemented in the outcome-based curriculum.
Yes.
Now, I was thinking, when we go for orientation, not all teachers will come on board. There will be teachers, a few of them in a few districts, meaning a large number of teachers will be left out in the orientation. Now, I was thinking, do we use, or can the community of practice be used in line with the CPDs in schools? When those teachers who will be in the orientation, who will take part in the orientation, is it possible for them to use the community of practice approach to orient the other teachers who will not take part in the orientation so that the information is disseminated?
Yes.
That was my thought.
Good. Now, this is very critical, very relevant question. It is a fact that if you review the curriculum and you want your curriculum to be transformative, that's why Zambia has decided to implement the competency-based curriculum, which is one of the challenging one. I think you are aware of that. It's very challenging, but it's very effective. If well done, student learners will be transformed based on the competencies you want them to acquire. Now, the question is, those who are not going to attend are not going really to lose out. Yes, it will be a big problem. And in that process, those who didn't attend, the learners they are teaching, they will be the one to pay a very high price. Now, the question regarding the usage of community of practice, yes, because a community of practice can be a continuous professional development tool. And together, we are going to see how this can happen. Because I will show you everything we'll be discussing, even this video that I'm busy recording for this session. I'm not going to upload it into the system because videos of webinars takes a lot of space. But I will put it into the YouTube channel. I have a huge space that I purchased that I can't finish. So I will put it there and I will put the link in our community Zambia. Remember, the community of practice platform is for all African countries through the the UNESCO IBE offering this opportunity to all those countries. But within this community of practice, we'll provide a specific community per country. So what I did already, I will explain to you very in details shortly. What is happening is that Zambia will receive a community of practice. When you log in, you will log in a community of practice for Zambia. So from there, you can share information for everyone you want the person to access. And what is very important, I would like to say is this one. If you are going to train teachers, you want to give them resources. Maybe you recorded some presentations and so on that you edit already in the community of practice for Zambia. You can share those resources with people who are not members of the community. That's the beauty of what you are doing. It's a tool that is beneficial to everybody, even those who are not in the community, who are not members of the community, who don't have access to the platform. So my response is yes, you can do that, and I encourage you to do it. And it's very good to discuss that with the director of your directorate, Dr. Ndakala, really to strategize with UNESCO around that, to make that happening, to make that possible, so that you have a place where all the teachers may get access to everything you shared, even the presentation when they will not be there. Even those colleagues from this group, those who went through the training, some of them, they are not here, is not a big issue for me. Why? Because we'll give them access to this video. So they will be able to see what we discussed, and they can ask questions within the community of practice. So Priska, my answer is yes, that is possible, and we are going to work on it together. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Maurice.
Okay, you are welcome. Colleagues, any question about community of practice? Yes, I can see. I don't see the name. I see unknown user. Who is the unknown user? Okay, the floor is yours. Hello? I can't see the name, but it's saying unknown user. The floor is yours. Please unmute your microphone. I can't hear you. We can't hear you. Unmute your microphone.
Hello.
Hello, now is good. Now we can hear you.
Okay, this is Annie Matata.
Okay, Annie Matata is one of my students.
Yes. Yes, Maurice. I just wanted to have a clarification on the scope when we are trying to formulate this community of practice. I think I need a breakdown of what this scope entails. Does it mean that it's the domain? Because you explained to say in terms of the scope, it deals with you can't implement this community of practice can't implement it in all areas. So I just want a clarification to say, is it selected domains that are of shared interest that we are looking at as the scope of the community of practice, because I was looking at it in terms of, okay, if it's a community of practice, people with a common shared vision coming together, and they have the same goal. Definitely, this practice, in terms of the areas of operation, it is going to be countrywide. Yeah. So really, I just need to understand your statement to say it can't be implemented in all areas. Yes.
Yeah. Yes, and this is what you are going to find out. A community, here we are talking about curriculum community of practice, but you can call it the way you want. Yeah, because if we say curriculum, some people will think, no, we are putting some kind of boundaries. It's only people working in the curriculum department, which is not true. We look at curriculum as a broader tool, bringing everything that is education. So when we say some of the areas may not be suitable for the curriculum of practice that you are going to create, I can just give an example, something strange as example. This curriculum, this community of practice is not going to deal with businesses, how to create a business or those kind of things. You get my point.
Okay.
Is not going to deal with security, physical security within the country. You see, there are some areas that the community, this community that you are going to create, won't really even touch because it's completely out of the scope.
Okay.
So, yes, so when we talk about the scope, so it's up to you. It's up to what you want to achieve. So when it comes to the scope, one of the things I can bring quickly is how to facilitate knowledge sharing. Because for me, that is the key. We are members, we are professionals, we are doing things that have the same goal, aiming at the same outcomes, is about education. Now, how am I going to share what I know? Because I'm convinced all of you are professionals for so many years. You have a lot of things that you know, but that you have never get opportunity to share with others. Because get an opportunity to share is something that is also very linked to our own satisfaction as human beings. When you share something and you see what you shared is helping people, you really feel very good. This is normal for all human beings. Yeah. Some people will share on condition that they are paid something. That is their choice. But there are some people that will share just to contribute to the development of the country, development of education in Zambia and across Africa. So what I would like you to understand is this community of practice we are doing will not only be limited to Zambia. Professionals in education in Namibia will be involved, will communicate with you. And I think you have seen some call on proposal, asking professionals to write a proposal for a specific project. If your proposal is a good one, you get the fund and you do the work. But they always say this proposal, if there is a consortium with more than 2 countries, is a big advantage. So professionals in Zambia will contact those who are in Namibia and those who are in Malawi. You come together. So these are the people that you can do things together. You can come together and you start working on the proposal.
Okay.
And then you get that call for proposal and you make some. That's how we make small money through consultancies. So yeah, so the scope is what we want to achieve. It can be how to implement innovation to solve problems.
Okay, it's understood.
You get it. Huh?
Yeah,
so the scope is up to you. Yes.
Yeah, I was confusing it, the areas of operation in terms of scope, and this scope is actually looking at the domain, the domain of curriculum that is of shared interest. So it's really, yes.
Yes. So it will be based on the objectives.
Yes.
You set. Yeah. No, thank you very much. So I can see another hand. Petronella. And after it will be Cornelius, after it will be Kennedy, in that order. Petronella, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Maurice, and good morning.
Good morning.
My question is on the membership aspect of this community of practice.
Yes.
And I would want to find out, does my membership of this community of practice cease at any particular time? I ask so because I know that at one point, as a curriculum specialist, I'll leave the education system. But even when I do so, I believe that my departure from service doesn't entail that my knowledge and expertise will have expired. So would I continue to be a member of the consortium? I submit.
No, thank you so much. Before to allow Cornelius to come in, Petronella, your question is also very, very relevant. We are professionals. We are moving around based on the interests. You may move to another organization, but is also in the education sector. You have plenty of experience that many people may really benefit from. So if you move from your current position, let's say at CDC, you go to be a lecturer, for example, at one of the universities in Zambia, or you come even teach here in Namibia, you go out of the country. The fact is you didn't leave the education system, and you didn't go away from curriculum, because where you are going, you will continue dealing with curriculum and you can continue contributing. So this is where membership is going to be discussed among yourself. Who should be a member, and when the membership can be terminated. But what is very important, a member of a curriculum, a community of practice have to be a practitioner. It means is is a person who is involved in curriculum matters. We don't to bring somebody who is doing business, import export of commodities. That is completely beyond what we are doing. But if that person who is a business person who is interested in education and supporting education, that person can be just an observer. There is nothing wrong to do that, because that person can contribute when you need financial or anything that the person can do. But it's something that you within your community, you will discuss to see if it's worth it to get a person like that. Or you can say no observers, no nothing. But when you do that and somebody is interested to see what you are doing in order to support you, you will lose out. So So that's why I'm saying is your community. It's up to you to decide how to do it. But the person who is moving from the current position, going to work in another position, and that person is willing to continue supporting, contributing to the development of education, please, I will advise to keep such a person, because some people will just go out because they will believe they are no longer in the organization that created that community of practice. But if the person is willing to remain and continue supporting, I may say to consider that. It will be a good plus for the community. Thank you very much, Petronella. Cornelius.
Yes, Maurice.
Yes.
I wanted to find out this community of practice platform. How accessible is it going to be for users with the visual impairment, teachers with visual impairment, and also teachers with hearing impairment? In case the videos will be shared here, as much as possible. When you share a screen, the screen can be the shared screen can be accessed by JAWS. But this is a person with teacher with visual impairments wants to also read and learn more of what is being shared. So how are we going to go around that challenge of teachers with visual impairments in terms of accessing some printed matter, and indeed the teachers with the hearing impairment for audio stuff, which may not have sign language interpretation.
Okay. No, thank you. That is really, today I'm getting very, very interesting questions. That one is a very serious one. We are talking about inclusivity. Is this community of practice going only to be accessible for people without any issue of visual impairment or people with audition issues and so on? Let me show you something, and it will answer to your question. Just give me a second. Let me share one screen and show you what will happen.
Okay, let's wait for it, man. Let's wait for it.
You can see what I shared, huh?
Yes, I've seen what I've shared.
Is our platform.
Yes.
So let's say I don't see well. I have a problem of, I can see very little, but what can I do? Look what I can do. Can you see how big I make it?
You have enlarged it, yes.
So let's say this is not enough. Let's say this is not enough for me. I still have problems. I'm going to surprise you. Listen. Can you hear?
No.
Can you hear?
No, I can't hear anything. But I can see that something is trying to read with a voice, but
yeah, it's reading. You don't
but
hear
I can't
it.
hear. I can't hear it.
Okay.
Maybe other people can hear it from the on the platform.
Other colleagues, can you hear? Yeah, the system is reading for me. It was reading English, now is reading French. Okay, let me stop.
We can't hear.
You can't hear?
No.
So unfortunately, you can't hear, but the system was reading. Yeah, it's reading in French.
Yes, you see.
So the system is reading any language you have there. Okay, let me change the language. And this is the beauty. This is the beauty of this platform. So if I go to change the language, let's put German. Me, I don't speak German. So the language that is there, this is a language from I'm not sure if you can see. You can see, but this language is a Lao. Is a Lao language from Laos. We are running also some capacity building, and they are also involved in this community of practice. So I have a presentation with them tomorrow. So I will show them that even they don't speak English, they don't speak French, they only speak Lao, all of them. So they can use this platform without problem. So let me see if the system can read this language. It can't read, so it's reading in French, that what was there. So I want to so this what is going to happen.
Okay.
If you can't see well, you can increase the size of your screen.
Okay.
So this is already there. So what you do, you hold the control key and you click the plus key. It will increase or you can decrease. So a person who can't see very well, you can do that. But we have some people who can really not see at all. They can only see few things. So they can make the system reading for them. So I was saying I want to make the system to read in German. No, I have Spanish closer to me. I can ask the system to translate in Spanish. Just give me a second. So we'll see how to do these things together.
Okay.
I'm going to look for Spanish. Spanish start with S, I think, if I'm not wrong. Yes, Spanish is there. I tell the system to translate in Spanish.
Okay.
Translate in Spanish. There it is. Can you see? Bienvenido. Estimados miembros de la CoP. Lo demos. I can't read Spanish. I don't know Spanish. And I can tell the system to read for me. If I click on this icon, so I will explain to you how this works. It's reading for me in Spanish. Of course, unfortunately, you cannot. So I will show you how to set the browser and to be able to change into the language that you can understand. And this is what I want to tell you when it comes to collaboration with other countries. Because when you work with other countries, other professionals, you even grow and you get opportunities for project and so on, for research with other countries. So if you write the email, your email will be in English, but the person want to read your email speaks Arabic, because we have people from Palestine who are also members of the network of IBE. So they can't read English, they can only read Arabic. So what they are going to do, they are going to tell the system, please, I want you to translate what is written there in Arabic. So they will go there, they will look where they have Arabic. Arabic is there. Okay, so if I select Arabic, I say translate in Arabic, the system, can you see?
Yes.
Everything is in Arabic.
Yes.
So that's why we are saying we need to leverage technology to help us to enhance our education systems. Me, I believe a lot in technology because I use it a lot. Sometimes if there is an issue, I can't access the internet or the power in my department, there is a fault somewhere, which is very rare in Namibia. That day I won't work, man. I will get lost. I can't work. So we are in the technology era where when we don't have it, some of us, it becomes a problem. Of course, I can switch on my laptop, which is has a 3-hour battery, so I can continue working, waiting for the power to come back. Yeah, but this is reality in many countries. So technology, if we have access to it, not using it is a very big mistake. But I don't say that to blame anybody. Maybe you don't know how to use it. That's why the community of practice is there. We are going to do this together. And when you have a problem, you just shout. People in the community, they will be very happy to help. So I'm participating in many community of practice from Western countries. For them, it's normal. For example, we have a community of practice for people using a learning management system named Moodle. You go there, you ask questions, you will get many different answers that are relevant, trying to help you. So this has gone in people lifestyle to be there to support others for a very simple reason. Themselves, they are learning also from others. So you grow. So being in those kind of community of practice, you grow with the entire community. All new things, you will be aware of it, and definitively you will be able to practice it. So Cornelius, yes, for people with some kind of, I don't like using the word disability. We always say people with special needs.
Yes.
If you say people living with disability, that is a negative connotation.
Correct.
Those people, they live with other people. They live with their families. They don't live with disabilities. No. They have only some challenges. They have some special needs. That's how we say.
Yes.
So there are a lot of things that we are going to share together on this. And I'm looking forward really for you to create your terms of reference, to focus, to indicate where you want to focus, and together with IBE will come in and see how to accompany you. And you will be surprised. You will start bringing other things that you have in yourself, but you couldn't say loudly to others. So you just, so the problem of one member becomes the problem of the entire community. That's the beauty, once people are in such mood.
Correct.
Thank you very much, Kennedy.
Thank you so much, Maurice, for the opportunity. And then also thank you for sharing with us the information. I want to take you back to the issue of membership.
Yes.
With a bias towards the cooperating partners. Based on your experience, how have you been able to integrate the cooperating partners who support the implementation of the curriculum? Here in Zambia, we have various cooperating partners who support components of the curriculum. So I don't know how we can look at them in terms of membership, because they are key in terms of curriculum implementation and support. Thank you.
Yeah. No, thank you, Kennedy. As I said before, I will really advise you, don't leave them out. It will be a big mistake because they're involved, even though they are not actually specialists. Let's take UNICEF, for example. That is an example. They are not involved in curriculum development, but they have a very big interest in it. Why? Because it's something that deals with young people, children, and the younger adolescent, even young adult, as long as they are in basic education. So these are very critical partners that are doing everything they can to support countries to succeed in the education system. And as I keep saying, and I always say it wherever I go, curriculum is the heart of education. You will realize this is another discussion that you are going to get in the future about ICT integration in the curriculum. You will realize that this is not succeeding the way we would like, even though we are investing heavily, for a very simple reason. Curriculum integration is not well articulated in the curriculum. And when teachers are busy implementing the curriculum where the technology integration is not even mentioned in the specific subject, they will consider you that you are adding up what they are not required to do, because they look at what is in the curriculum. Of course, they are wrong, but it's very clear. It's not in the curriculum, so it should not be there. So what you are bringing is they call it is an add-on, which they don't have time to do. Yeah. So that is one thing. So what I can advise you is an advice. You can take it or not, because this community is your community. But please involve, if really they are interested, even though they are not aware of the community, you talk about it to them, invite them to be members. Here we are going beyond of the definition of a curriculum as community of practice. The person has to be a practitioner. That person working in UNICEF, the example I gave, that person is not really developing curriculum, is not teaching, is not dealing with anything about education, but is somebody that is there to provide support in different ways. Yeah, please get them. You will not regret, because the person will see what you are doing, the kind of challenges, and the person will tell you, no, we can help here. Because what you are trying to do there is aligning with what we want to achieve as a UNICEF. This is just an example. So don't hesitate really to add them to the community. I can really encourage, even though they didn't ask, go see them, introduce your project to them, let them know that you have something that is going to support. And when you are doing a presentation, make sure you are focusing something which is in the area. So that will click something in the mind, because they have resources that they have to use to support you. So they will see an opportunity to support you based on the presentation you did, based on what the community of practice want to achieve. So that will really be a good thing. Thank you very much. I can see Unknown, sorry colleagues, Unknown is back. Unknown user.
No,
This
no,
is
if it
Jane.
were
Yes, Unknown. Well, let's start with Unknown. After we'll go to Eugene Nakazwe, and we come back to Petronella.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. So
Maurice, Unknown
yes.
should only be me, and I haven't lifted my hand.
Oh, I can see your hand is up. Maybe it's the old one. I don't know.
I think.
Yeah. No, it's fine. It's fine. If you don't have a question, it's good. Okay. Jean Nakazwe.
Thank you, Maurice. Good morning.
You are welcome. Good morning.
Yes, I just want a clarification. Because if my memory serves me right, you mentioned on the platform that we should be requesting for friendship within the group. Now, I just want to find out, will it be necessary for us to work in partners, or we should work within the group for community of practice?
I like that. Yeah. No one will request you to get friendship. So when we talk about friendship is in the area of social network. You should know that this platform has the social network component as well, or features. So we may be in a group, but I may get some special relationship with some of the members that I have something to share with only them.
Okay.
So what you do within the platform, you request friendship and the people will agree to be friends, because when you request, people can agree or disagree. They don't want friendship. So when you do that, anything you'll create that you don't want to be in the group, but you want only some particular people to see, that will happen. You will tell the system to make available that resource only to your friend. That is the meaning. So here we are trying to simulate the real life situation, us as humans. As something that I want only few people to see. Those who are my friends, so they can advise to refine it before maybe I can make it available to the entire group. So friendship is optional. You do it if you want. So we are going to look at those opportunities. You can even write some particular messages for particular people, and people in your group won't see it because it's private. Yes.
Okay, thank you so much for that clarification. That's what I wanted to know.
Okay, thank you very much. So I can see, welcome. I can see the hand of Petronella again. Petronella?
Maurice, it could be the old hand. I only did a thumbs up after you responded to my question. I have no question.
I see your hand still up. No, so it's okay. You can just raise it, but I can help you also to do that. Lower the hand. Okay. I think it's the same for Jean. So unknown user, so maybe unknown user didn't raise the hand. I can help too. Okay, the hand is lowered already. So colleagues, we remain with 14 minutes, and the hands-on activities I wanted to do will not get enough time for that. But I want to make sure that all of you can access the platform.